So this is an introduction to how marginal costing works, also known as CVP analysis, cost, volume, profit analysis. Now everything is built around this one formula that we would have produced in our previous video when we were looking at Introduction to Costing 2. So sales price minus variable cost. That's also known as contribution. We'll come back to that again. We multiply that by quantity. Okay, and we take away our fixed costs and that gives us our profit. We'll come back to this again and again. We're going to use this formula in a variety of different ways. Now notice, from a maths point of view, we have 5 unknowns: S, VC, Q, FC and profit. They're the unknowns. And basically in all these questions, you'll be given 4 of them and then you have to work out what the final one is. But we keep coming back to the formula. So we're going to look at number 1. What's our break-even point? How many you have to sell to break even? So I'm going to use my formula we have up here. So sales price is 250, so 2.5. Okay, minus variable costs. So those are the ingredients there, 1.5. I'm going to multiply that by Q. Okay. Now we don't know. So break-even point is what quantity do we need to sell? So Q is the unknown here. Minus fixed cost. So fixed cost is 4,000. Okay, and that equals profit. Now, profit, if we have a break-even point, at break-even point, we're not making a profit, we're not making a loss, so profit is 0 in this case. So, let's continue. So we end up with, in brackets, we have 1, okay, multiplied by Q, okay, minus 4,000, equals 0. So that means that, so just messing with our numbers here, so Q minus 4,000 equals 0. So Q, okay, bring in the 4,000 over the other side of the equal sign, okay, Q equals 4,000. And Q, remember, is quantity and units, so we have to label this as units. This is not euros or money. Okay, so that means if we produce and sell more than 4,000, we're going to make a profit. Okay, if we produce or sell less than 4,000 units, we're going to make a loss. Okay, next one, question 2. How much profit we make if we sold 6,000 units? So again, I'm using my formula. So S is sales price, so 2.5 minus 1.5. Okay. So that hasn't changed, okay? What has changed this is the amount we sell, so that the quantity has changed, and profit is the unknown, okay? So the quantity we know is 6,000, okay? Minus 4,000, okay, equals profit. Okay, so that means we end up with 1 multiplied by 6,000 minus 4,000 equals 2,000, and that 2,000 profit, I have to label it, so that's euros. It's not units, it's euros. Profit is in money terms. So we'd make 2,000 profit if we made and sold 6,000 units. Now, how would our profit be affected if the cost ingredients changed by 20%, increased by 20%? So that means our ingredients at the moment is 150. They're going to go up to 180. So I'll end up with sales hasn't changed, so 2.5. minus 1.8 now, so that's 1.5 plus 20% of 1.5, so that's 0.3, so 1.8 is our new figure. Multiply that by the quantity. Now this is the profit compared to the situation we had above, so that means our quantity there would be 6,000 units. Okay, take away from that our fixed costs, which is still 4,000. There's no change in our fixed costs. Okay, and that equals profit. Okay, now so that's worked out here that our profit is 2,000. Okay, so how do we get that? So that would be 0.7 times 6, take away 4,000. So that means we'd make 4,000 profit if the cost of ingredients, 2,000 profit, 200 profit if the ingredients increase by 20%. Obviously the maths has been done here by the calculator for me. So that's the basics of how we'll do marginal costing. We'll use this formula. We'll always be asked to work out our break-even point. And here with this break-even point, if I think of my diagram, what is the break-even point in terms of money? Okay, so this is the break-even point in terms of units. So what is our sales revenue that we're going to get? How much money would we need to take into our tills minimum? So that would be the amount, okay, 4,000 units. Multiply that by the sales price, which is 2.5. Okay, so that means that if we earned 10,000 euros, so if 10,000 euros came into the till, that means that we are at our break-even point. If we sell more than 10,000, or more than 10,000 comes into the till, we make a profit. If less than 10,000, we make a loss. So we will always be asked to do our break-even. And then they'll have a couple of scenarios. What if this happened? What if this happened? That's the nature of CVP analysis.